If you've ever walked away from someone who treated you right because something just felt off, you're not broken, you're programmed. There's a dark psychological reason why healthy love feels boring, uncomfortable, or even wrong, while toxic love feels like home. What I'm about to reveal will explain every confusing relationship choice you've ever made. This changes everything. This isn't just about daddy issues or commitment problems. This is about deep psychological programming, trauma responses, and attachment patterns that literally rewire how your brain experiences love. If you've ever felt more attracted to chaos than calm, more excited by inconsistency than stability, more alive in drama than peace, this video will finally explain why. And more importantly, how to break the pattern. Because here's the truth. Your brain can be conditioned to associate love with pain. And once that happens, anything that feels good feels wrong. Let's break down the psychology. 1. You've confused trauma bonding with intimacy. This is the foundation for why healthy love feels wrong. Here's what happens psychologically. When you experience relationship stress, fighting, breaking up, making up, emotional highs and lows, your brain releases a cocktail of stress hormones and bonding chemicals. Cortisol, adrenaline, dopamine, oxytocin, all at once. This creates an addictive neurochemical response. Your brain starts associating this chaotic intensity with real love. Calm, stable, consistent love doesn't trigger the same chemical cocktail, so it feels flat by comparison. The dark psychology, trauma bonding mimics passion. The cycle of pain and relief, tension and release, fear and comfort, it creates a high that steady love can't match. When someone treats you consistently well, there's no dramatic low to make the high feel euphoric. There's no painful separation to make the reunion feel intense. There's no fear of loss to make their presence feel desperate and urgent. So your traumatized brain interprets healthy love as boring, not because it actually is, but because you've been conditioned to need the chaos to feel alive. The painful truth? If your childhood or past relationships taught you that love comes with pain, your nervous system will reject anything that doesn't include that familiar suffering. You're not choosing toxic people, you're choosing what feels familiar, even if familiar means painful. Number 2, your attachment style is anxious or avoidant, and healthy love triggers your deepest fears. Attachment theory reveals that how you were loved as a child programs how you experience love as an adult. If your caregivers were inconsistent, dismissive, or emotionally unavailable, you developed insecure attachment. Here's the psychology. Anxious attachment makes you crave constant reassurance. You're attracted to people who are inconsistent because chasing their validation feels like trying to finally earn the love your parents didn't give consistently. The pursuit feels like purpose. When someone is securely available and consistent, it triggers panic. This is too easy. When will they leave? What's the catch? You might even sabotage it because waiting for the abandonment feels worse than causing it. Avoidant attachment works oppositely, but has the same result. You're attracted to people who want more than you can give because their neediness keeps you at a safe emotional distance. When someone is healthy and doesn't chase you desperately, you lose interest. No challenge means no engagement. The dark secret? Both anxious and avoidant people are drawn to each other like magnets. Anxious pursues, avoidant retreats. This dance feels like chemistry, but it's actually just two wounded attachment styles triggering each other's core wounds. Healthy love, where someone is consistent, available, and secure, doesn't activate your attachment wound so it doesn't feel like the chemistry you're used to. But that chemistry isn't love. It's just your trauma recognizing familiar pain. Reason number 3. Your brain is literally addicted to the dopamine roller coaster of unstable relationships. Neuroscience reveals something disturbing. Unpredictable reward schedules create stronger addiction than consistent rewards. This is why slot machines are more addictive than guaranteed payouts. In toxic relationships, you never know when you'll get affection, validation, or good treatment. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're cold. This unpredictability creates massive dopamine spikes when you finally get the good moment. Your brain becomes addicted to chasing that uncertain reward. The anticipation, the anxiety, the relief when they finally show up. It's a neurochemical high. Healthy love provides consistent, predictable affection. Your brain gets steady dopamine, not spikes. And just like a drug addict doesn't feel high from normal life, you don't feel the rush from stable love. The dark psychology? You've essentially become addicted to relationship chaos. The drama, the uncertainty, the push-pull dynamic. It's not passion, it's addiction. Your brain is chasing the high of unpredictable validation. When someone treats you well consistently, there's no chase, no uncertainty, no dramatic reunions after painful separations. Just steady, reliable love. And to your addicted brain, that registers as boring. This is why people say the spark is gone when they enter healthy relationships. The spark isn't gone. The addiction cycle is broken. And your brain is in withdrawal, interpreting the absence of chaos as absence of love. Reason number 4. Deep down, you don't believe you deserve to be treated well. This is the most painful truth. Psychological research on core beliefs show that if you internalized shame in childhood, feeling unworthy, unlovable, or fundamentally flawed, healthy love creates cognitive dissonance. Here's what happens. Someone treats you with genuine kindness, respect, and consistency, but internally, you believe you're not worthy of that. This creates unbearable psychological tension. To resolve the dissonance, your brain does something destructive. It rejects the healthy person. They must be weak, boring, or lying. Something must be wrong with them if they actually like me. Or worse, you unconsciously sabotage the relationship. You pick fights, create distance, test them until they leave because their departure confirms your core belief. See, I knew I wasn't worthy of love. The dark psychology. You're more comfortable with partners who treat you poorly because it aligns with your internal narrative about yourself. Mistreatment feels true. Good treatment feels false. This is why you might feel anxious or suspicious when someone is genuinely good to you. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop because deep down, you don't believe you deserve consistent goodness. The most tragic part? You push away exactly what you need because accepting it would require changing your entire self-concept. And changing how you see yourself feels more terrifying than staying in familiar pain. Number 5, healthy love requires real vulnerability, and that's terrifying when you've been hurt before. Here's the psychological trap. Toxic relationships let you hide. When someone is emotionally unavailable, you never have to be fully seen. When relationships are chaotic, you can blame the dysfunction instead of confronting your own wounds. Healthy love doesn't give you those defenses. A secure partner wants to actually know you, your fears, your wounds, your authentic self. They want real intimacy, not just intensity. The dark psychology. Intimacy means into-me-see. It requires letting someone witness your full humanity, the parts you're ashamed of, the vulnerabilities you've protected, the needs you've suppressed. That level of exposure feels dangerous when you've been abandoned or betrayed, so your nervous system rejects it. It feels safer to stay with someone who's half present because you only have to show up halfway too. This is why healthy love can feel uncomfortable or too much. It's asking you to show up fully, to be honest about your needs, to stop performing and start being real. And if you're not ready for that level of authenticity, you'll unconsciously choose partners who let you stay hidden. Toxic love lets you stay in survival mode. Healthy love asks you to actually live. And living requires vulnerability that feels impossible when you're still carrying unhealed wounds. The question becomes, are you running from toxic people, or are you running from the vulnerability that healthy love requires? If healthy love has ever felt wrong to you, you're not alone. Millions of people are trapped in this cycle, choosing pain over peace because their psychology has been programmed to reject what's good for them. But now you understand why, and understanding is the first step towards breaking the pattern. Which reason hit hardest for you? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this video gave you clarity about your relationship patterns, hit that like button and subscribe to Behind the Mind for more deep dives into psychology, trauma, relationships, and healing.